In this lesson, we cover 5 techniques that are the highest leverage additions you can make to any prompt. Learn these and you'll outperform about 90% of AI users. None of them are complicated. Each one is a small phrase or instruction you add to a prompt you're already writing, and together they take your results from generic and surface level to structured, specific, and genuinely useful. We'll go through all 5 one at a time, look at a concrete example of each, and then finish by combining every technique into a single powerful prompt. So let's start with the first one, which is probably the single most useful trick in prompt engineering: chain of thought. The first technique is chain of thought. You simply add think step by step or reason through this before answering. This dramatically improves performance on complex tasks like analysis, math, planning, and debugging. Compare the 2 versions. Without it, you ask, should we expand to the German market? And you get a quick surface-level answer. With it, you ask, should we expand to the German market? Think step by step. Consider market size, competition, our current resources, regulatory requirements, and risks before giving a recommendation. Now you get a structured, thorough analysis instead of a snap judgment. Use it for decisions, analysis, debugging, and anything where the reasoning actually matters. The second technique is few shot. Show the AI one example of what you want before asking it to produce the real thing. This calibrates tone, format, and style far better than any description. For instance, you say, here's an example of the style I want: Notion, your second brain, finally organized. Now write 5 taglines for our project management tool in the same style: punchy, benefit-focused, under 8 words each. That single example tells the model more about your taste than a paragraph of adjectives ever could. Use few shot whenever you have a clear model in mind for writing style, formatting, or tone. Third is role assignment. Telling the AI who it is puts it into a specific mode, and the more specific the role, the better the output. A weak prompt just says, review my code. A strong one says, you are a senior back-end engineer with 10 years of experience. Review this Python function for security vulnerabilities, performance issues, and readability. Be direct and specific. Same task, but now the model draws on the depth and perspective you asked for instead of giving vague, generic feedback. Use role assignment for technical reviews, specialized advice, and any time you need real domain expertise. The fourth technique is constraints. Constraints force the AI to make better editorial decisions. Without them, it defaults to safe, generic, middle-of-the-road output. So give it rules. No jargon, and if you must use a technical term, define it immediately. No bullet points, write in flowing prose, maximum 100 words. Do not use the words leverage, synergy, or innovative. Assume the reader has never heard of our company. Each of these boundaries pushes the model to actually choose rather than hedge. Reach for constraints whenever the default output feels too generic or simply too long. Fifth is output format specification. Tell the AI exactly how to structure the response instead of leaving it to guess. You might say, format as problem, root cause, fix, prevention. Or give me a table with columns feature, benefit, competitor comparison. Or structure as one headline, a 2-sentence summary, 3 bullet points, and 1 call to action. You can even say, write this as a series of tweets, max 280 characters each, numbered 1 of 5, 2 of 5, and so on. Specifying the shape gets you consistent, usable output every time. Use it for reports, comparisons, and any content that needs a repeatable structure. The real power comes from combining these techniques, and a single prompt can use all 5 at once. Watch how they stack. You are a UX researcher, that's the role. Review this onboarding flow and identify the top 3 drop-off risks. Think step by step, working through each screen before drawing conclusions. That's chain of thought. Here's an example of the format I want, that's few shot. Avoid UX jargon, that's a constraint. And format your response as screen, risk, recommended fix, that's the output format. One prompt, 5 techniques, and the result is dramatically sharper than any of them alone. Now it's your turn. Pick any prompt you've already written and add at least 2 of these techniques to it, then run the comparison and see how much the output improves. You can do this right now on the lesson page at FreeAcademy.ai using its interactive prompt playground, or just paste your upgraded prompt straight into an AI assistant like ChatGPT or Claude. Try adding a role and a chain of thought instruction first. Those two give you the biggest jump for the least effort. Run the before and after side by side, and you'll feel the difference immediately.